Hey again. So, hello everyone, my name is Denny and this is my Brunei weekend. This is a place where I talk about the things I do over the weekend. Sometimes random, sometimes I go to events, but I think you get the gist. If you have the time, don't forget to subscribe, follow me, and give this video a like. Every little bit helps, and I do appreciate you all who take the time to watch my videos. Breakfast is actually a luxury for me that I can only afford over the weekend. On normal working days, I really don't have the time. I start work at 8 and I need to be in office earlier than that. And to avoid all the hassle and fuss in the morning, I usually leave my home quite early. So therefore, I could only have decent breakfast or enjoy proper breakfast over the weekends. I like consistency, so the kind of breakfast or the kind of food that I have every other weekend is usually the same or roughly the same format or the same things, probably from different places, but you know, it's kind of the same kind of food. So I want to share with you the kind of breakfast or my go-to breakfast over the weekend. This is just my kind of preference and what I like. I'm sure there's plenty more dishes or plenty more breakfast that's really delicious and really good. Also plenty of places that you can go to enjoy your breakfast. But I'm just sharing some of the things that I enjoy for breakfast over the weekend. First up is actually Dosai. So you can get Dosai almost at every Indian restaurant nearby you. However, currently, my go-to place is Nasta Inn in Kulap. So when they serve dosai in any restaurant, they serve dosai with condiments or dips or sauces. And sometimes other restaurants, they don't provide you with that many options of dips. What I like about Nasta Inn is the dosai comes with 3 kind of dips or 3 kind of sauces. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume them to be either chutney, curry, dal, and sometimes occasionally I do see some restaurants offer rendang. Of course, in Nasta Inn you can order all the various other roti kosong, roti telur. Actually, all these other roti breakfast or roti dishes, I'm sure we all can agree that in Brunei, roti canai, roti kosong, roti telur, and all that stuff is a favorite for everyone. Next up is your American breakfast. Many restaurants now offer American breakfast dishes for their breakfast menu, but my go-to place for American breakfast has always been Country Patch. Country Patch, I just choose my usual toast and bread, tomatoes, omelette, sausages, and a side of coffee. Finish up the protein first, then I'll slowly move towards finishing the toast with jam. Then after all of that, I'll cap it all off with coffee, and that is for me a good breakfast session right there. So Country Patch is in Kulap again. I don't know, I think most of my favorite restaurants are in Kulap. Another one category of food that I like is having roti kawin in the morning. So roti kawin is very simple, it's very sweet, it's really straightforward, and it's easy to eat and go. So if you're in a rush, roti kawin is a good choice. Roti kawin is toast with butter and kaya. Kaya is coconut jam that was made with eggs and a bunch of other ingredients. You can look it up. Typically, any restaurant in Brunei will have roti kawin. So I'm fairly confident if you go to any restaurant, you ask for roti kawin, they should have it. Typical local favorite here in Brunei. But without a doubt, the most famous and the most sought after roti kawin in Brunei, it's debatable, but I think it's the roti kawin from Chop Jing Chu in Gadong. If you're late to the shop, you might end up queuing and you might need to wait a bit longer. Either you want to dine in or you want to take away. I think the other bestseller is also the roti kuning kacang. You should give that a try too. And also the noodles I heard are all amazing. Personally for me, I rarely dine in at Chop Jing Chu. Parking is also quite difficult, so I usually just take away and tapao. And I'll just eat either at home or wherever. Roti kawin for the win. You can't go wrong with roti kawin. You know when you get the urge that you don't know what you want and you want to look at the menu first. So when you're craving for nothing specific, you just want to really browse the menu, then I would recommend any kopitiam. So kopitiam is good because they offer a variety of menu items for breakfast. Either you can choose from the snacks, you can choose from the light meals, you can go heavy if you want, and also they have kueh mueh, cakes. So one of my favorite places to go for kopitiam is the Old Time Kopitiam in Gadong. Parking here in Old Time Kopitiam is horrible. So what I usually would do is I park in the next block and I walk all the way to the restaurant. You can actually just bypass through the gate. So the gate has a door and you can just walk through there, and that's kind of like a shortcut. What I usually get here from Old Time Kopitiam is the Kolo. I always get myself a pie tea from the snack menu. So I heard the noodles are amazing and you should really give it a try. One more thing that I like about Old Time Kopitiam is that they have bar seating, or as I would like to call it, the solo seating area. Bruneians, they typically don't like to sit in bar seatings. They prefer the traditional tables and chairs, which is fine by me because every time I go to Old Time Kopitiam, there will always be a seat for me at the bar area or bar seating area. Alright, let me share some thoughts on what makes a good breakfast venue. I believe if you want to be catering for breakfast restaurants or cafes, you need to open early. The earlier the better. I would say 7 a.m. is good, 6:30 is great, 8 a.m. is a bit, pushing it, but anything beyond 8, I think it's not really a good thing because we have things to do in the morning. We want to get our breakfast out of the way and then go back to our errands. I only have like a short period of time before I need to go somewhere else over the weekend. Thus, if you open up early, then that's a good indicator that it's going to be a really nice place to have breakfast. The other thing is having dedicated menu items for breakfast. It'd be very nice to go to a restaurant that has light meals just for breakfast. You can throw in your roti kawin, you can throw in all those other things, just as long as there's something nice and light for us to eat. Personally, for me, I don't want to go eat something heavy. If all your menu are heavy menus like main dishes, then it'll be difficult for me to finish it, and I might not enjoy it as much. But that's just me. Maybe some people out there, they want to have heavy meals in the morning. That's up to them. And thirdly, what I think would make a place a really good a breakfast place is accessibility to the venue, to the restaurant itself, and also parking spaces that's available for it. If it's gonna be very difficult for me to get to your restaurant, like I have to go in several simpangs and maneuver around several things just to get to your place, that might be difficult because it's a hassle. And then spending more time to find parking might really put me off. So if your breakfast place is easily accessible, has parking, I don't see any problem because time in the morning is something that I personally don't have. If I could just go in, eat and get out, that'd be great. So for everyone, share with me your go-to dish or go-to venue or places to have breakfast. What do you like? What do you have breakfast over the weekend? Do let me know. Leave comments down below. With that, my name is Denny, and over the weekends when I have breakfast, these are my go-to breakfast places, I guess, and breakfast menus, items. If there's anything nice that you want to recommend me, do let me know. I'm calling it quits now. So till next time, bye.